Like
Welcome.
journal articles,
Our presentation today will provide a brief
undergo an
introduction
internal
to
review
scholarly
process,
publishing as it
as
relates
well
to
as
books, an
review
overview of the
conducted by
variety
3 to
and
5
types of reference book
individuals in the
publications
target
used in
market
scholarly
worldwide.
publishing, as well
Those
as points for
reviewers answer a
consideration when
series of
submitting a
questions,
book
and the
proposal and having it
results are
approved.
collated and shared with
Quickly,
the
to let
author
you know
to
a
help
little about
inform
me,
manuscript
my name is
development.
Nancy, and I am a senior acquisitions
Unlike
editor
journals,
contributing to
royalties
Elsevier's
are
book
typically
publishing
paid to
program in
authors
food
on the
science.
net price
The role of an
received
acquisitions
of all
editor
copies
is to
sold
identify
on
book
single
product
authors
needs within
and
a
edited books.
portfolio, identify and
Contributors
solicit
to
new
edited
authors,
books might
review
receive a
proposals, and
complimentary
pitch
print
new book
or
ideas
electronic
before an
copy of the
executive committee.
completed work upon publication.
Scholarly publishing, sometimes called academic publishing
publications
or
represent the
scientific,
majority of
technical, and medical
publications
publishing,
in scientific
involves
and technical
journals
book
and books
publishing
with
today,
specialized
and is an
academic
area of high
content.
focus and growth
Two
for
important
many
characteristics
STM
of
publishers,
scholarly
including
publishing
Elsevier.
are that the works
If
are
you're familiar
peer-reviewed,
with journal
and the
publishing,
publications
it's
are written by
important
the
to point out
scientists
some
and researchers
distinguishing
who are
features
also the
between
end
books and
users of
journals.
the publication.
Reference books can be
In
either
journal
single-authored
publications,
or
all articles are
multi-contributed.
reviewed for
In
scientific validity,
multi-contributed
and
works,
in
an
most
editor
publishing
invites
houses,
submissions
all
from
book
recognized
proposals are
experts in the
peer-reviewed
field.
in consideration,
The editor's role
and
then is to
optionally
ensure
reviewed
the
during manuscript
timeliness
development.
and quality of submission.
The current system
All
of
of
scholarly
Elsevier's
publishing
reference
has
books are
evolved over
published
hundreds
both
of
in print
years
and
and
electronic
serves the
format.
science community well.
Like journal articles,
These communities are
reference
dispersed
book
around the
proposals
world,
undergo
yet
an
globally
internal review
integrated by the
process,
highly
as well as an
organized and
external
efficient
review
system of
conducted by
publishing.
3 to 5
The industry is
individuals
highly
in the target
competitive,
market.
with some
Those
2,000
reviewers answer
publishers
a series of
annually
questions,
publishing
and the
approximately
results are collated
20,000
and shared
unique
with the author
learned
to help
journals,
inform
containing
manuscript
between
development.
1.2 and
Unlike
1.4
journals,
million
royalties are
articles
typically
and
paid to authors on the net
64,000
price
published
received of
scientific
all
books.
copies sold on single
The
author
publishing
and
cycle is
edited books.
standardized from the time the
Contributors to
proposal is
edited books
received.
might receive a
The
complimentary
acquisitions
copy
editor
or
first
electronic
reviews the
copy of the
proposal to
completed
ensure
work
all the
upon
necessary
publication.
information is included. They
If
then
you are
route the
considering
proposal to a
submitting
group
a
of subject
proposal,
matter
there
experts
are
for
a
the
variety
external
of
review
reference
phase.
types your proposed
The comments
book
of the
may fall
acquisitions
into.
editor and the
The more
subject matter
clearly you can
experts are
define
then
this
sent
in
to
your
the author for
proposal,
any needed
the
additional
easier it will
proposal
be for an
development.
acquisitions
The
editor
final
to
proposal
position
is
the
then
proposed
sent by the
book in
acquisitions
his or her
editor to the publishing
portfolio
committee
and make
for
a
review
swift
and approval
decision.
to contract.
Reference books are written
While
by the
journals are
highly
used to
regarded
disseminate
experts
new
in their
research
field.
on a regular,
They are an
up-to-date
invaluable
basis,
source of
books
reliable
contain
background
established
on
doctrines
both
for
established
longer-term
and
reference
emerging
purposes.
subject areas.
There are many different
Major
types of
reference
reference book
works,
publications,
also
which
known
we'll
as
discuss later,
MRWs,
but in
are
all cases, books
encyclopedias
tend
and
to
other
represent
comprehensive
authoritative
major
collections of
references
accepted
that provide
scientific
authoritative
theories
and
and would be
accessible
used primarily as
definitions and
general
background
reference or as
information
course
on a
materials.
wealth of subjects.
In 2012,
Supporting in
Elsevier conducted
particular
an author
those
engagement
engaging
survey,
in
whereby we held
cross-disciplinary
58
work.
in-person and phone
Series
interviews to
material.
identify authors'
Sitting
motivations
somewhere
for writing.
between books and
We
journals
followed up
in
with a
nature,
questionnaire to which
our
we
collection
received
of
205
series and
responses.
combine book style
This slide
review and
contains the
coverage
top
of
4
subjects
reasons
with the
uncovered in our
regularity,
survey, though not
continuity,
necessarily in order.
and development of topics
First, to
seen
gain
in
a
journal
reputation
publishing.
and standing in their field.
In addition to
Second,
traditional
an
reference
interest
books,
in the subject and
Elsevier
enjoyment of
publishes
researching
book
and writing on the
options that are
topic.
fast-moving,
Third, to
e-leading
provide
publications
materials to support
with
their
a
own
print-on-demand
teaching courses.
option.
Fourth,
They offer
to
a
fill an
publishing
information
route for
gap in the
material that is
market.
between
A
10
fifth
and
motivation, which
150
isn't mentioned
pages
on
in
this
published
slide,
length,
is the desire to
allowing
leave a
authors
legacy of
to
one's
get
accumulated
high-value,
knowledge.
time-sensitive,
Reference
and
publications
cutting-edge
represent the
information to
majority of
market more
publications in scientific and
These
technical book
publications
publishing
are
today,
sold as new
and is an
offerings
area of
on
high
Science
focus and
Direct
growth for
and
many
all of our
STM
third-party
publishers,
providers
including
as part
Elsevier.
of a subject
If you're
collection.
familiar with journal publishing,
With a 5-week
it's important to
production
point
time,
out some
this content
distinguishing
can be
features
made
between
available
books and
quickly to
journals.
market
Reference
for the
books
most
can be
up-to-date
either
research.
single-authored or
Other
multi-contributed.
publishers have
In
programs
multi-contributed
that follow
works,
a
an editor
similar
invites
format
submissions
but
from
have
recognized
different
experts
names.
in the field.
For
The editor's
example,
role then
Springer
is to ensure
publishes
the
Springer
timeliness and
At
quality of
Elsevier,
submission.
we do not
All of
brand these
Elsevier's reference
projects
books are
with a
published
separate
both in print and
designation,
electronic
simply
format.
because we believe
Like journal
short
articles,
format is most
reference
useful
book
when
proposals
it is part
undergo
of a
an internal
specific
review
publishing
process as
program.
well as an external
In
review
addition,
conducted by
we often
3 to 5
consider
individuals
extended
in the
research
target
topics
market.
in niche
Those
areas
reviewers
that
answer a
can
series
range
of
from
questions,
150
and the
to over
results are
200
collated and
pages.
shared with the author to
These
help
books
inform
can be used
manuscript
to test
development.
the market or
Unlike
gauge
journals,
interest in an
royalties
area.
are typically paid to authors on the net price
If you're
received of
considering
all
submitting a
copies
proposal
sold.
on
There are a
single-authored
variety
and
of
edited
reference
books,
types types your proposed
Contributors
book may fall
to
into.
edited books might
The more
receive a
clearly you can
complimentary
define
copy
this in your
or
proposal,
electronic
the
copy
easier
of the
it will be
completed
for an
work upon
acquisitions
publication.
editor to position the
If you're
proposed book
considering
in his or
submitting a
her
proposal,
portfolio
there are a
and to make
variety of
swift
reference
decision.
types your proposed book may
Reference
fall
books
into.
are written by the
The more
highly
clearly you
regarded
can
experts
define
in
this
their
in your
field.
proposal, the
They are an
easier it will
invaluable
be for an
source of reliable
acquisitions editor
background
to
knowledge on
position
those
the proposed
established and
book in
emerging
his or her
subject areas.
portfolio and to make
Major
a swift
reference
decision.
works, or MRWs,
Reference
are
books are written by the
encyclopedias
highly
and other
regarded
comprehensive
experts in their
major
field.
references
They
that
are an
provide
invaluable source
authoritative
of
and
reliable
accessible
background knowledge
definitions
on both
and
established
background
and
information
emerging
on a
subject
wealth of
areas.
subjects.
Supporting
Major
in
reference
particular
books,
those
or
engaging in
MRWs, are
cross-disciplinary work.
encyclopedias and other comprehensive
Serials
major
and series
references
that provide authoritative and accessible definitions, our collection of series and wealth of subjects,
book style
supporting in
review and
particular
coverage of
those
subjects with
engaging
the regularity,
in cross-disciplinary
continuity,
work, and development
serials
of
and
topics
series
journal
that
publishing.
somewhere between books and journals
In
in
addition
nature.
to traditional
Our
reference
collection of
books,
series and
Elsevier
serials
publishes
combine
book
book
options
style
that are
review and
fast-moving,
coverage of subjects
e-reading
with the regularity,
publication, with a
continuity,
print-on-demand
and
option.
development of
They
topics
offer a
seen in
publishing
journal
route for
publishing.
material that is between 10
In
and
addition to
150
traditional
pages in
reference
published
books,
length,
Elsevier
allowing
publishes
authors
book
to get
options that are
high-value,
fast-moving,
time-sensitive,
e-leading
cutting-edge
publication
information to
with
market
a print-on-demand
quickly.
option.
These
They offer a
publications are
publishing
sold
route
as
for
new
material
offerings on
that is
Science
between
Direct
10 and
and all of our
150
free
pages
PDs
in published
as
length,
part of a subject
allowing
collection.
authors to get high-value,
With a
time-sensitive,
5-week production
and
time,
cutting-edge
this
information
content
to
can be
market
made
more
available
quickly
quickly
to market for the
These
most
publications are
up-to-date
sold
research.
as new offerings on
Other
Science
publishers
Direct
have programs
and all
that
of our
follow
free
a similar
PDs
format
as
that have
part of a
different
subject
names.
collection.
For example, Springer
With a
publishes
5-week
Springer
production
Briefs.
time, this content
At
can be made
Elsevier, we
available
do not
quickly
brand
to
these
market
projects
for the
with
most
a separate
up-to-date
designation,
research,
simply because
Other
we think short
publishers
format
have programs
is
that
most
follow a
useful
similar
when it's
format
specific
but have
publishing
different
program.
names. For example,
In
Springer
addition, we offer
publishes Springer
extended
Briefs, research topics
At
and niche
Elsevier,
areas
we do not brand
that can
these
range from
projects
1
with a
to
separate
150 to over
designation
200
simply because
pages.
we think short
These
format
books
is
can
most
be used
useful
to
when
test
it's
the market
targeted
of
for
specific
specific publishing
publishing areas.
program. In addition, we offer extended research topics and niche areas that can range from 150 to over 200 pages. These books can be used to test the market or gauge interest in an area. A standard book proposal form will usually cover 6 key topics. The title and topic. Selecting a topic is part science and part art. You want your topic area to be broad enough to attract a large audience, but not so popular that the market is inundated with publications. Carefully select your topic and find a title that succinctly summarizes it. Help the reviewers to understand your planned content, and later in the process, potential readers to discover your content by choosing a working title and chapter titles that clearly describe the material you're covering, using the most relevant terms. The subject and market need. What need does your book fill in the market? What pain points in a scientist's work does it address? What need does your book fill in the market? What do you think are the knowledge and information needs of the target audience or key problems this audience faces? What do you think are the knowledge and information needs of the target audience or key problems this audience faces? Have you created the authorship to cover the geographic range of the content? Author credentials. Is the author makeup appropriate for the subject matter? Have you created the authorship to cover the geographic range of the content? Besides the book itself? Is the author makeup appropriate? Do you have contacts at a high-profile venue for the launch? What can you offer your publisher? What other events could your book be sold? What other events could host your book? Venue for the launch? Who is well known? What other events could your book be sold? Have you considered doing a virtual book tour or making a video trailer? Do you have other promotional ideas or other events could host your book? Are you good with social media? Who is well known and can review it now? Have you considered doing a virtual book feature in your proposal? If there are definite ways, do you have other promotional ideas or intended audience and its needs? Are you good with the social media features of your book can build interest to address the needs of a particular audience? All these topics and more can feature in your proposal. Geography. If there are definite ways, where will this topic sell best in the world? Are there geographic limitations to the audience? If so, what might be done to increase the international aspect to address the needs of a particular audience? Will help if competition to your proposed book exists, responding to the strengths and weaknesses of that competition in what you include geographic limitations to position the book clearly for our reviewers and customers. What might be done to increase the international aspect? Are you aware of any recent publications or manuscripts in preparation if competition that are likely to compete with the work under review? Responding to the strengths and weaknesses of that competition. Don't tell publishers that what you include will be the first of its kind, even if it's true for our reviewers and customers. The publisher needs to understand which established market your book will sell to. Are you aware of any recent publications or manuscripts if you tell them it's like nothing else that are likely to compete telling them there's no established market? Here's the last thing they want to hear. Don't tell publishers that a lot of time and money to create a market from scratch, even if it's true. If, however, you can describe your book as structured like writer A's or containing a discussion that counter-argues writer actually telling them they know straight away who else they might sell it to. This is the last thing they want to hear. Your ability to readily and thoroughly discuss the topics identified on the previous slide is a good indication that you're ready to describe your book as structured like writer A's or containing a discussion that counter-argues writer B. They know straight away who else they might sell it now. Ideally, you can provide some quantitative measure of interest or need in the market. For example, is the amount of funding in the area increasing? Is a good indication is the research area expanding? Are there quantitative benefits the information can provide in terms of time or money saved? Your ability to readily and thoroughly market trends that point to a new or growing need in the area. The more specific evidence you can provide, the better. A clearly defined audience. While many authors feel that their book will appeal to a broad audience, your proposal is better served by identifying your primary or core audience.
and why
The
that
reader
audience
should
in
arrive at the
particular
same
will be
conclusions
interested
as
in
the
your
author,
book.
and the format
What
chosen
job
should
titles
best
are most
showcase the
common?
material.
What background
Readers,
or
reviewers,
prerequisite
and
courses
editors
might they
should
need
be
to
able to
understand
easily
the
grasp
material?
the significance
What
of the
industries,
research.
institutions, or
The more effort you
organizations
put into
are
the
they most
proposal
likely to
up
be
front,
part of?
the more likely it is to be accepted.
Well-explained approach and key
Editors,
features.
reviewers, and readers,
all want
reviewers,
to
and
receive
editors
well-presented
should be able to
proposals
easily
that will
grasp
fit
the
within
approach
the
and
aims
planned
and scope
features of the
portfolio.
book. Spend some time discussing the planned breadth and depth of
What
coverage,
makes a strong
and include
proposal?
mention of unique aspects
Evidence
of
of
the project,
market
like
need.
newly presented data.
Why is this information
methods,
needed
codes,
now?
models, or case
Ideally,
studies,
you can
and
provide
other
some
content that the
quantitative
reader
measure
will
of
find
interest
useful.
or need in the market.
The more effort you put into your
is
proposal
the
up
amount
front,
of funding
the
in
more
the
likely
area
it is to be
increasing?
accepted.
Is the
Editors
research
and
area
reviewers want to
expanding?
receive
Are
well-presented
there quantitative
proposals
benefits
that offer
that
clear
information
benefits
can
to the
provide in
information
terms
needs
of the
time or
target
money
audience?
saved? So,
Are there new
you've
market
decided
trends
to
that
pursue
point to a
publication
new
of a
or
book.
growing need in
How
the
do you
area?
find the publisher?
The more specific evidence
First, we
you can
recommend
provide,
reading
the
a
better.
lot of books, or researching
A clearly
new
defined
titles
audience.
online to find publishers
While many
with
authors
books on
feel that their
topics
book will
similar to
appeal to a
yours.
broad audience,
In
your
addition,
proposal
you
is
can
better
discuss
served
with
by
colleagues to
identifying
find
your
out where they
primary or
published
core
and which
audience,
publishers they
and why
consider
that
to be high
audience in
profile.
particular will be interested in your
Scan the
book.
reference list of books
What
that
job
you read
titles
to
are
find
most
out
common?
where
What
researchers in your
background
area
or
tend to
prerequisite
publish.
courses might they
Make
need
a
to understand
strategic
the
choice
material?
about where to send your book
What
proposal.
industries, institutions, or
Ask
organizations
publishers
are they
about their
most
global
likely to be part
distribution
of?
strategy. Where are their offices
Well-explained
located?
approach and key
What is their
features.
distribution strategy
Readers,
in third
reviewers,
world
and
countries?
editors should be
What percentage of their books are translated?
well-explained
And
approach
think
and key
outside the
features.
book.
Readers,
With many
reviewers, and
academic
editors
publishers
should
now
be able to
producing
easily
ebook
grasp
versions
the
of
approach
text,
and planned features
consider the
of the book.
benefits of going digital.
Spend some time
While most
discussing
people
the
like to have
planned
something
breadth and
physical
depth
to
of
show
coverage,
for the work,
and include
it might be
mention of
faster,
unique aspects
cheaper,
of the
and more
project,
attuned
like
to your
newly
topic,
presented
career
data,
strategy, and
methods,
philosophy
codes,
to
models,
publish
or
an
case
ebook.
studies, and other
And if time
content
is
that the
really
reader
of
will
the
find
essence,
useful.
think about the benefits
The more
of the
effort
web.
you put into your
You might
proposal
well
up
reach a
front,
larger
the more
audience
likely it is
and
to
make
be
a name
accepted.
for yourself more
Editors
quickly
and reviewers
internationally.
want to receive well
If you're not ready to take on the role of author or editor for a
the
book,
information
there are
needs
still
of the target
several
audience.
options available to get involved
Once
in book
you have
publishing.
decided to pursue
Thank you for your
publication
interest
of a
and
book,
attention.
how
For
do you
additional
find a
resources
publisher?
and information, or if you're ready
we
to write your
recommend
book
reading a
proposal,
lot of books
please
or
visit this
researching new
URL for a
titles
suggested
online to find
template and
publishers
contact with
books on
Elsevier.
topics
Thank
similar
you.
to yours. In addition, you can discuss with colleagues to find out where they publish and which publishers they consider to be high